Geminis, wow, your opposite's popping up. We're going to use a little Morgan Greer here. Man, this is an eclipse that is going to change it all here. Especially now that Pluto's retrograde. I think that's been the last Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. That's been the little secret that just so many of the other planets distracted from, you know, is Pluto retrograde, you know. And depending on where that's at for each zodiac sign, you know, for Sag, it's in the 2nd. For Gemini, it's in the 8th. So, you know, Geminis, you have to pay attention to this whole trust thing and learning to let things in and pushing things out all the time and walls. Like, you got to remember, this is definitely where you're working on how to learn to attract things and then learn how to embrace it fully and connect with it fully instead of always finding a way to take the stick and kind of push it out the door like if it's a bug or something. Let's see, Gemini, what's going on with you and your love story for this week? Well, you got the 7 of Pentacles here. It's definitely time to invest and put energy that you can get a big return in here. I don't know if this is something that you've already invested in or something that you're going to invest in. Sun card reversed. Wow, 3 of Swords. Well, this could be energy that you felt that you invested in the past that's maybe affecting things now. Or something, did this just happen? Empress reversed. Well, I mean, that's kind of a hard one to say, but definitely something that you've been investing in as of current. Doesn't feel like it's gone the way, but that Sun card reversed and that 3 of Swords there, I almost feel like it's like, I don't know, somebody's not showing up. Could be both of you or it could be you. What's going on here with this? Chair, yeah, it's... Well, I don't know. It just feels like, I mean, I hate to say it, with a Sun card reversed and a Chariot card reversed, you know, with that 7 of Pentacles, you know, you have to invest with everything you got. And the Sun card is the true awareness, your true soul energy and where you're going with your life. And that Chariot card is ready to go where the Divine's going. But there's been this holdback here because I'm seeing these both reversed. What's going on with this 3 of Swords here? Page of Cups here. You know, I'm going to just to say it a little bit. It feels a little childish. I don't know if it's from them or you here. We're going to get to that because it's very hard to determine at this moment. But this definitely feels like maybe some wrong choices were made or you're feeling like you're on the wrong path. Page of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Wands. Wow. This is definitely a very big struggle right now going on. I feel like you had high hopes about something, but it really, you knew it really wasn't going to work out. You didn't really show yourself, or you didn't feel like your soul could show up, and the offer was very... I don't know. I almost feel like you're at a place where you just don't know where the hell you're going at this moment with that Sun card reverse, that Chariot card reverse, that Page of Pentacles. I feel like something's falling apart that you... I almost, like, I'm going to say it, you knew it wasn't going to work out at the beginning. And there was definitely some arguments and fights. There was some really childish shit, but it brought up pain. It brought up heartbreak. Hangman too. Yeah, I feel like you feel stuck right now and you're trying to understand what to do with your life. I almost feel like, is this Queen of Swords reversed? This definitely has no idea where it's going. So you have no idea where you're going right now. I almost feel like you are very lost at this moment. I feel like you've been dealing with where you're not knowing how to really show your happiness again. I think that the number one thing for you to do is, you know, remember in your life, Gemini, when did you always feel like you were on the life where you were investing in yourself and you were able to see in your life who you were and you knew you were going and it was exciting as hell? And what was the kind of love like that you had that was like that? Because whatever that you've been doing or you've been doing to yourself, it's not going to work anymore. It's not making you feel happy. It's not creating anything. It's making you feel more heartbroken. What's this? I need more energy here. Wow, oh my God. 10 of Swords reversed. I feel like this pattern's about to end though for you. That's good. I think that you're having this big, you know what it is? You're having a big realization of like what really brings your heart alive. And I think that you have had a conversation that you thought was going to be positive, but really, if anything, it's just bringing up a lot more turmoil. Or maybe, you know, I don't know, what is this? Oh, wow. I think that you've been talking about, maybe you told somebody that you weren't wanting to do something because you know what you want to go do now. And it's almost like you're acting, I almost feel like you're playing like you don't know what you're doing, but I think you know what you're doing. What's up with this 10 of Cups here? Justice reversed. Wow, this feels like some missed opportunity or some situation that went the wrong direction that you're trying to rebalance. Devil card there. I don't know, man. This is kind of weird shit here. You're dealing with some really weird waters when it comes to trying to figuring out your love story right now. I almost feel like you're feeling repressed. You're not showing yourself. You're telling people things. I think that you know exactly what's the best thing for you, but I almost feel like, I don't know. Maybe you're in a place where you have a lot of anger and resentment towards somebody who you feel is unjustified or did something bad to you, and that's what's holding you back from your true happiness. And you got to clear that energy. That's what I'm getting here. That you've not cleared that yet. Nope. 6 of Pentacles reversed. You feel that you were treated unfair in the past and you can't hold that back. And so pretty much everything in life that you try to invest in right now just won't work, or you won't be able to show up to anybody until you feel like you weren't fucked over. You have to clear the energy of where you felt fucked over. And you have to ask yourself too, if you were, you know, what was that too within yourself? Because I got this Chariot reversed and this Sun card reversed, which I would say is, I'm feeling like this is you, and I'm feeling like this is you not knowing where to go. Even though you do know where to go, but I almost feel like it brings you into this place where you get terrified about kind of like almost trying to bury the past or bury some weird situation in your life here of who you are and how to express yourself. And definitely situations over where you felt justice was done wrong. And they got the Judgment on that. That's the outcome here. This is a big moment for you to make a big choice in your life of what's the most important thing for you and what feels like the highest calling to get you to that ultimate happiness. You got this Empress reversed here. How do we turn that around? Page of Cups reversed. You're not talking to, or Knight of Cups reversed. You're not moving forward emotionally where you really want to move emotionally. You're too afraid. This isn't about other people. Nope. Other people are all open, offering and exciting and fun. And everybody wants that. Everybody wants you. So this is you. What's up with this? The Hermit. Yeah, you're playing this really weird game and nobody knows what you're doing. You got to come out and expose what you're doing here this week, or it's just going to feel like it's hell. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, you can make up stories all you want or whatever, but you have a whole agenda going on here. And I don't think you know how to play it off, but really you do. And I think a lot of it is fear. And I think a lot of it is like you knowing this is kind of like, it's like a Hail Mary situation that you're trying to figure out right now of how to correct your life here with your love life. That's how crazy it is. I'll pick one more here as outcome here. Yep. There's this doorway that you want to, that, you know, the Ace of Pentacles takes a lot to even build just to make the doorway even itself. It's not just a doorway that pops out of nowhere. It's a doorway that's been built upon. That's 7 of Pentacles. Something that you've definitely invested in that you want to walk down the door with, but it's, how are we going to know what that door is? Wheel of Fortune reversed. It's like you try to keep controlling how the door is open, and wherever it's like you're not letting destiny open the door. And this door keeps trying to open, and destiny tries to keep bringing you up to this door. And that's where that King of Pentacles is, waiting for you to get the full investment in the life that you want. And I got a feeling you know where that is. I just want to see, yeah, you know exactly where it is. Look, you're holding on to it, but you're not doing anything about it. Wow. And you know what? When I asked about all these people, I'm going to be honest with you. You got a lot of people sitting there waiting for, like, what's the answer? Oh, Gemini. You like to play those games with everyone. That's fun, but... Well, here we go. Self-love. I mean, I got a feeling that that's something that maybe you've been definitely doing, and I don't think that that's a bad thing at all, because that's the greatest thing that we got to do. But I got a feeling that for you, you know, why am I feeling that this is like a cop-out? Boundaries, right? Or no, this is the empowerment here. Well, I feel like, you know, maybe it's not a cop-out. Maybe this is you actually having the empowerment that you're finally knowing what you love, but having the empowerment to do what you love. I think that self-love's been found. I just think that you're timid to come out with it. You feel like it's going to be fucked with or something. Yeah, emotions. I think that you're too afraid emotionally to move into what you really want to in your life. It's scary. I think that you're in a terrified moment to open the door to what you really want right now. It's extremely terrifying to you. But I feel like a lot of it is about learning how to express yourself. Beyond, like, the story's not out that's really there. Yep. It's time for you to walk away from what you've been in and walk towards where you know you need to go. You know where that new moon energy is. You know where it's going. You know where you need to go. And I feel like this is you walking away from kind of restoring yourself. And I'm going to be honest, I think, Gemini, you've been restoring yourself in really weird places. And you're walking away from that. And you're going exactly where you need to go. Well, somebody got 12th house here. Jupiter in, is that Aries? No, that's Capricorn. So, yeah, I think that you definitely are removing a lot of your subconscious control issues, and you are opening up to allowing the universe to take control of your destiny and take you where you need to go. I think it's time for you to let the universe open the fated doors for you and walk to them instead of trying to hold yourself back so much. Back to you.
All right, Gemini. Well, Mercury, your ruling planet's in your first house, and it just went retrograde. So this is, you know, a big like reevaluation and kind of going back internally about the thoughts you have about yourself, new chapters, new beginnings, what can kind of change and be rebirthed in your life. And I think you're going to want to have those deep, you know, conversations with people in your life, or even really yourself, because this lunar eclipse in your sixth is going to ask you to kind of like, it's going to reveal where you have been pushing things under the rug or not keeping things tidy enough. This is where you can really cleanse your reality, cleanse your body, cleanse your thoughts. There's, you know, maybe things you need to get really particular about, and the truth of that's going to come up. So, you know, when you go internal, you can kind of have that external reflection. If you can tidy that up, it can probably make, you know, a big difference. I think, you know, also Jupiter coming into your 11th and Venus there, you know, there's going to be a lot of big talks with people. You're going to have to deal with your friends, groups. You also have to kind of like really amplify the way you can do things differently. How can you make a unique pivot in life to further yourself and to further the reality that you want to live? And also that lunar eclipse is T-square Saturn in your 9th. So, you know, I think you have to really expand your beliefs and not limit yourself to how changes can be made or what can be possible or what can bring more love into your life or what can bring more sort of, you know, uniqueness into your life. I think that this can be that kind of energy where you kind of get that aha, that expansion of like, oh, I could make this better. I could go into this next level, you know, with certain people, and I have a better understanding of what I need and how I can purify my life. And also, you know, it's 12th house sun time with the North Node there, and Saturn is making a square to the sun this week too, you know, for that lunar eclipse. So a lot of subconscious things are getting brought up. Those are the things you can clean up, and they might be kind of weird or it might bring up some anxiety, but you know, take some deep breaths and like actually figure out what changes will make your life more pure and just give you a better sense of, you know, the journey that you can be on without feeling restricted or having people restrict you. there can be a lot of things that can open up right now, but you kind of have to push your foot on the throttle a little bit and get the action going. And I think you'll see that the purification is just you making the decision to have something unique and better in your life instead of something stale, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, as astrologers, it was funny. Both signs that came up right away was Sag and Gemini, and they both are having the 12th, 6th house eclipses.
Those are the hard ones.
And they're the hardest ones. And in Gemini, this is the hardest one. A lunar eclipse in the 12th and in the 6th, where when you deal with this, the south node and this north node in the 12th, I feel like you're having to correct all the subconscious self-undoing and all the shit that you haven't dealt with, especially if you were born after 86. You've never dealt with it before. If you're born before 86, this is your first real time dealing with it because you were young, unless you're older than that, and you dealt with it in 86. So Geminis are having like the big clean out of their own spiritual junk that they do within themselves and the stuff they suppress within themselves and the stories that they value that maybe aren't really the right stories, with this Saturn squaring everything that's in the 9th. So
could be a big course correction that was needed.
Yeah, and one that you didn't believe was going to ever happen. It's the one that you didn't believe would happen. That's always what happens with these kind of transits. Let's see what's next out